Julien Laurens back in the house, everybody. Welcome back. Our favourite guest on the show. I'm not allowed to say that on camera, obviously. All right, let's start with Argentina-Switzerland. It's a game that, on paper, Argentina should win. How are the Swiss going to go about this, do you think, tactically?
It'll be very interesting. I think the Swiss got really naive against France. They got a bashing and conceded 5 goals. It could have been even more. And they're a team that plays better than they defend. Really going forward, they're much better than they defend. However, this is not a game where you attack like crazy, because otherwise Messi and Higuain and everybody else will just punish you every time. So I think they'll be a bit more cautious. They've got pace up front with Shaqiri, with Dempsey or Seferovic, whoever plays, even Mehmedi. And I just think they will use that. They will stay solid at the back and try to play on the counter, at least for the first hour, and then maybe see if the Argentinians get a bit tired, maybe play a bit more offensively. But surely the start is not concede, because if you get behind, then it's going to be even more difficult. What
about the mood in the Argentinian camp? Because there's been a slightly fractious element to it, and people are suggesting an over-reliance on Messi. Is that getting sorted out now, do you think?
I don't think he needs to be sorted out anyway. When you've got Messi in your team, you play for him because he can win you games and win you the World Cup. In any country, it would be exactly the same for Germany, for France, for England. If you had Messi in your team, you'd be like, have the ball and do whatever you want with it.
What about the egos, though? Like Higuain, for example. It's not going to sit particularly comfortably with him, is it?
Well, no, yeah, you're right. I think he would like to score a bit more. Maybe sometimes Messi makes the wrong choices. He could have passed the ball to Higuain when he tried to shoot, things like that. And I think that maybe can frustrate at least some players. But again, it's Messi. He will probably win them the World Cup anyway, so why would you complain or anything? If at some point they're out, then maybe some will speak up and say, things should have been done a bit differently. Messi should have been a bit less selfish. But so far, it's working for them. So,
in terms of key players, Messi would have been far too obvious, blindingly obvious to go for. So you've gone for Romero.
Yeah, I went for Romero because it's a very interesting season for him. He was on loan from Sampdoria to Monaco. Was second choice there, hardly played, only in the Cups, and when he played did well, but you didn't know what kind of fitness he had going into the World Cup in terms of confidence as well, and he's done really well. He saved them against Iran from a quite humiliated defeat, and he did really well every time he was, when he had to really, he conceded 2 goals against Nigeria, but that was a bit of a different game. So he'll be a key player for them, because I don't think Switzerland will have many chances, but they will have some, and if he is there to make the right save, then surely win it.
And for Switzerland, you've gone for?
Ricardo Rodriguez. Absolutely, I'm in love with him, I have to say. The guy, he's not 22 yet. He plays left back for Wolfsburg, had a great season there. He's still so young, and he's a proper modern left back. He bombs forward, great quality of crossing. He's a very good defender as well. He's clever, he sees the game. He can even play higher up on the pitch. He's part of that great generation they have when they won the Under-17 World Cup in 2009, where Seferovic was there, Xhaka was there as well. And he's just kept progressing, improving, and now he's with the first team, and he has a great future ahead of him, no doubt.
And head-to-head, the tactical matchup, what have you gone for there?
Again, something around Messi would have been too obvious, so I went for Shaqiri, who scored a hat-trick against Honduras in the group stage game, and he will face Rojo, the left-back. We talked about him before, who is clearly better going forward than defending, so Shaqiri against him, with the pace of Shaqiri as well, will be very interesting. Shaqiri plays on the right-hand side for Switzerland, and Rojo as a left-back, and that's one of the key of the game. If Shaqiri gets the best against Rojo and creates something, then Switzerland have a chance.
Okay, moving on to the later game, Julien, USA-Belgium. Are you surprised by how popular the World Cup has been in the States this time around?
I'm amazed. But again, is it surprising? If they'd been out in the group stages with no wins, no one would have cared up there. However, they started really well. There was a great spirit around them, and they're winning, and they're qualifying. And
late drama as well.
Late drama, obviously, and everything. And clearly in that country as well, where you don't do anything apart from to win it, key is winning. There's no secret. And I think, I always thought it was popular with the kids and the teenagers and the younger generations. But now, even grown-ups and adult people, now that they're winning, are thinking like, that's a great game. You watch until the end, and something great happened at the end as well. So and the viewing figures over there are amazing. They're better than the NBA finals, which says a lot.
And now we're in the knockout stages, no ties as well, which always goes down well in the States. If they're going to beat Belgium, how are they going to do it?
I think they need to do everything the same that they've done against Portugal. and even against Germany, because they could have nicked to draw against Germany right at the end. They defended really well. It's just about, it's a bit, again, like Costa Rica, it's all about the team spirit. And they're showing you, they have good players, obviously. You know, Dempsey is a great player. They've got, but it's more as a team. They're so strong as a unit. They play for each other, they fight for each other, they run for each other. And I think that's the big difference. And I think this World Cup is showing everybody that without a good team spirit, you can't achieve anything. You see how many European teams are out, because they're probably the one with the less team spirit compared to other teams. And I think the United States just emphasised that very well. You mentioned how proficient they are defensively. You've gone for Matt Besler as your stand-up player for the States. Yeah, I've been very impressed. I've seen him this season with Kansas City. They won MLS fairly easily, in my opinion, as well. They had a great squad, and he was outstanding in their domestic season and since the start of the World Cup as well. He's strong. He's a big, strong American lad. He's got very good reading of the games. He's got good vision, good passing as well. He's really tough. And yeah, he was best defender in America in 2012. And I think he's 27, so he's probably in his prime right now. And I think he's a very good defender. And in terms of your Belgian key man, a genuine breakout star of the World Cup. Yeah, I went for Divock Origi, the striker, just turned 19 in April. Had a fantastic season with Lille because it was his first season, scored 5 goals in 30 league games. But he was just like being so young and doing what he was doing in terms of pace, in terms of confidence, in front of goals as well, was just fantastic. And there was that sense of surely he can also maybe do it in the World Cup. Is it that good enough? And remember, we talked about Belgium before the World Cup started and about Lukaku, and we're saying, we're actually not sure if he's that good, if he's, at that level already. And Lukaku has failed, let's be honest. He has been poor. And Origi just came in and said, I'm going to do my stuff now. And it's exactly what he's done. Him and Hazard have a great relationship. They play very well together. And again, he's so young, but just goes for it. And his dad, you were telling me, is a pretty tidy player as well back in the day. You mentioned Hazard. He's a subject to your head-to-head battle against Cameron. Yeah, I had to go for Hazard because he's one of those players, if he's not in a good day, Belgium won't win. It's as simple as that. He needs to step up a bit. He's been disappointing so far in the group stages, apart from against Russia where he set up Origi's goal. Apart from that, you still expect more from him. It has to be tonight, otherwise Belgium will struggle. And Geoff Cameron has had a good World Cup. He's a tough right back, really good on his man. He knows Hazard very well from the Premier League. It'd be a fascinating contest. Okay, terrific stuff. Afraid that is just about it for today's show. Give it up for Julien Laurens, everybody. Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. Let us know your predictions in the comments below for both games. Put you on the spot for USA-Belgium. Who are you going to go for? 1-1 and the USA to win on pens. USA to win on penalties. That's what he thinks. What about you? In the comments below for that one. Don't forget, you can subscribe for more great World Cup content. So for that and much, much more, check it out right here. See you soon.